So, students, you all are welcome to this video session of subject SS, where we were discussing the chapter number 5th of the political, which was the judiciary. Until now, we have clarified the meaning what the judiciary of the India is. Let's discuss today's topic, which starts with what is an independent judiciary. So, imagine a situation in which a powerful politician has encroached on land belonging to your family, and within this judicial system the politician has the power to appoint and dismiss a judge from his office. Now, students, many a times a situation is given here and we have to imagine a political leader is there who belongs to the politics and who has taken our land and who is saying that the land which belongs to our family is now having some of the authorities misusing the powers and some of the authority, and now he's saying that the land belongs to him and he will pay us the amount of the land which is very least. And when the law is in the hands of the political leaders, so when you take this case to court, the judge is clearly partial to the politician, and it may happen that in the court the politician is having good relations with that judge, and due to that the judge will hear that case and he is doing the justice to us which is partial to us, and he hears the case in favors of the politician. The control that the politician holds over the judge does not allow for the judge to take an independent decision. And now when the politician holds over the judge, the politician has good relations with the judge, does not allow for the judge to take an independent decision. Now when the judiciary is taken in hands by the political leader, it seems that it will be injustice to us, and our land, which is our family's land, our ancestors has given that land, is now availing, and we are losing that power of the land in favor of that politician. And this lack of independence would force the judge to make all judgments in favor of the politician, and due to this our independence would force the judge, and the judge will in no case, due to he is in the pressure and he is taking the decision in favor of only and only to that political leader. And although we often hear of rich and powerful people in India trying to influence the judicial process, and due to the rich people are having the power of the money, they can do anything, they can even give money to the judge and to hear that case in favor of that political leader or the rich people. So we can say that the judicial system sometimes does not favors the common people. The Indian constitution protects against this kind of situation by providing for the independence of the judiciary. Now we are going to clarify what the independent judiciary is that we can say that the judiciary should be accessed by each and every citizen of the nation. It should not favor to the political people, whether he is having the ultimate authority or he is the judge or president or prime minister, or irrespective he belongs to any of the category. So one aspect of this independence is the separation of the powers. This, as you read in chapter 1, is a key feature of the constitution, and one of the important aspects of the independence is to separate the powers. And we have read in the chapter 1 also that the constitution is above all. The judiciary, if it is doing partiality to anyone, the constitution holds the supreme authority and it can change the decisions also. What this means here is that other branches of government, the legislature and the executive, cannot interfere in the works of the judiciary. Now, independent judiciary really means that the judiciary does not favor any one person or any one political party. The executive and the legislative does not hold any control of the judiciary. It is independent, it is controlled and managed only and only by the constitution, which is considered to be the life document of the nation. The courts are not under the government and do not act on their behalf, and the courts, irrespective of the district or the high or the supreme court, are not in under control of these political parties or any of the government and do not act on their behalf. Means we can say that it only means that the judiciary is said to be the independent and impartial body of the nation which is doing the work of justice with the people. For the above separation to work well, it is also crucial that all the judges in High Court as well as Supreme Court are appointed with very little interference from these other branches of the government. And this is only the reason whenever the judges of the High Court or Supreme Courts are to be appointed, the partiality should not be there with the judges. It means if the judges will interfere, or it means the government will interfere in the appointment of the judges, it only and only means the justice should be nowhere. So the help of the political leaders or the government should be taken a least, so that we can say that the judges can hear any of the case and can do justice in the nation by taking the body under their control, whether it may be the Supreme Court or the High Court. And once appointed to this office, it is also very difficult to remove a judge. Once when the judge is appointed, irrespective of the High Court or any of the Supreme Court, it is very difficult to remove a judge from its position. Now, it is the independence of the judiciary that allows the courts to play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of the power by the legislature and the executive. Now, it is the independent judiciary of the nation, it is the Supreme Court that allows the court to play a crucial role, that there should not be misuse of the power by the legislature and the executive. It also plays a crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights of the citizen. And the Supreme Court is also considered to be the guardian of the fundamental rights of the citizen, because anyone can approach the courts if they believe that the rights have been violated. And if anyone can access the court, they may access the court without any cost or without any of the expenses, because it is only the court who can do justice to the people. So charges should not be there while we are accessing the courts of the nation. So dear students, this is known as the independent judiciary, what we have discussed today. Hope you watched the video up to the last. Until then, next session. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day to all.